And we get to meet another of our Spruce Artist Residency artists in residence here in Indiana as we meet Daisy Wiley this morning here on Indiana in the Morning. And along with her is Ariana Sarwari. See,
you got it. It was close to this time.
I would have gotten it perfectly if you hadn't tried to make me pronounce it.
So sorry.
Yeah. Ariana, you brought us another artist today.
Yes, I did. This is Daisy Wiley. She's a printmaking artist, and she does etchings, and she'll describe what all of that is. Mm-hmm. Daisy is one of the several artists that we've had this month coming in to Indiana from all over the country and world. We have all of our artists coming in and just sort of getting a reprieve from their lives and just coming to Indiana to sort of soak in the arts environment and the environment in general, and they give artist talks and exhibitions and all of that to share with the community. And we have a show coming up on Saturday, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now that's happening very quickly. At 637 Philadelphia Street, we have our artist Natalie Barini, who came in a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. That's at 6 o'clock, entrance on Carpenter Avenue. Come on by.
All right, Daisy, let's meet you this morning. So you're on parole from where?
Well, I'm living and working in upstate New York right now, Ithaca, New York.
Ithaca?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Western or Eastern?
It's more like Northeastern. Yeah.
Northeastern.
And I'm here for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a printmaking artist. I also work as a graphic designer, so I think those two things kind of intersect in my work.
Yeah. What's your I asked this the other day, and I just love to get into this topic. Your favorite material medium to work with?
I think, I mainly work in printmaking, so I don't know if you know anything about that medium, or do you want me to explain it a little bit?
Yeah, well, everybody needs to know about it, so let's tell them.
Well, basically, printmaking is where you take one thing, whether it's a block of wood or a piece of metal, and you carve into it or etch into it, make some kind of impression, and then you put ink on that and you send it through a press and put paper on that. You can make a bunch of prints of something. So you could make like 100 prints off of one image. And so it's really about mass producing an image and getting it out there. So there's a lot of accessibility to the art. And I mainly work in relief printing, which is where you're carving into wood. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm doing right now.
So you use a chisel a lot or a knife a lot?
Well, you can actually use either. You can use a knife. You can use gouges. You can use chisel. You can also use like a Dremel. And
I was going to say, do you use a Dremel? That
sometimes.
Seems like a natural.
Yeah. But usually I'm using these things called gouges, which are like have a little V shape, and you carve into the wood like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you there? How did that attract you?
I think it came from when I was learning to make stencils and because printmaking is very much tied to stencil art. Because that's the basic idea of it, is having this kind of negative repeated image. And, I think I just kind of liked the idea of being able to make a bunch of something. And I was like, with painting, you just have one and that's it. And so I'm like, I just want to be able to have a bunch of prints that I can give out or, mess with, tear up, do something else with.
I love our school arts programs, and that's why they're so important, because they give you exposure to every different kind of expression of art, and that one grabbed you, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I actually, I started experimenting with this on my own in high school, because it is something that you can do at home, really. I mean, with relief printing, too, like, you just need, like, a block of wood and some tools, and, like, you can really even do it with, like, a potato and like carve out a potato and just ink it up and print that. Like it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
So
wonderful. We're talking with Daisy Wiley today. So when you are creating your art, let's talk subject matter. What are your favorites?
I think I've mainly been working with a lot of history and technology and kind of thinking about how specifically printmaking has progressed through the years, art in general, and how that kind of shows and influences history. So I guess in subject matter, in terms of what I'm representing, it's a lot of images of technology. I've been working a lot with, I'm really into ornithology and bird watching.
Really?
So I did a lot of prints of birds a little while ago.
I bet you that'd be interesting working with color.
Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, and actually a lot of, if you look at old books that have bird illustrations in them, a lot of those were prints, actually, because that's how like people were mass producing them in books, is like using prints.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So here in Indiana with the Spruce Artist Residency, what specifically have you been working on? How long have you been here?
I've been here for like a week and a half so far. I've been working on a lot of woodcuts as well, but I don't have a press here, so I'm doing it all by hand. And I did have a work at a show pretty recently, which isn't up now, but I mean, you can still see my work on the Spruce website online. So I've been trying to work with ways to pretty much make prints outside of a printmaking studio. So it's a lot of like hand working things.
Yeah.
And I'm exploring that a lot here.
Yeah. When you became involved with the Spruce Artist Residency, did you have a preconceived notion of what it would be like and how your time here would be spent? And did what you thought about it match up with what has actually occurred?
This is my first residency, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. But I think it's been a really good experience. It's like a very relaxing, friendly community, I feel like, and I can just kind of go out to the studio, make my work, go home, like get something to eat, and like just really like throw myself into my work. And I think that's been really great.
Yeah. And you get to meet other artists working in all kinds of different ways.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Ariana, she mentioned the website where you might be able to see her work.
Yes, it is sprucearts.com.
Sprucearts.com.
Yep.
Okay. So, and you'll, of course, find other information about the residency itself.
Absolutely. You can learn about the residency, our artists. You can contact us. Our email is on there. If you're a local artist, you can contact us as well. We'd love to work with you. We're slowly starting to get to know more of the artists around here, and it's really great. They can show their studios to our artists, and we can create connections that way. And we'll show local artists in our gallery as well.
The show tomorrow. How do folks go? What do they need to do?
So just show up. It's between 6 and 8 o'clock. Again, it's 637 Philadelphia Street. The entrance is on Carpenter Avenue. Again, we'll unless it's raining, we'll have signs up, and you can just head right over, and we'll have wine and snacks, and you can come and just talk to our artists and look at everything.
For folks who don't know, that's the theater building.
Yes, it's the old theater building. It's our entrance is in the alleyway.
There you go.
Just go around the corner, and we're right there.
There you go.
Third floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So that's all happening with the Spruce Artist Residency. Daisy, let's talk a little bit more about what you do and where you think it's going to go next, because it brought you to Indiana, PA, which I probably, a couple of months ago, you probably didn't think that would happen. So what happens next for you?
Next for me, well, I actually just got into graduate school in Syracuse. So I'll be going there in 2020, actually. I'm just kind of working. I've been working in Ithaca, and I'll be doing that for another year, and then moving up to Syracuse and starting my MFA.
Syracuse U?
Yes.
Yeah. Where's your undergraduate work from?
James Madison University in Virginia.
Oh, boy, you've been all around.
I'm kind of working my way up.
We've got an interesting connection here in Indiana with James Madison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've got some of our high school athletes who are playing ball for them down there.
Oh, that's great.
Quite a few of them, as a matter of fact, ended up down there. So we've got that JMU sort of feel to us around here. I like when you're driving on that highway and all of a sudden, boom, there it is, right beside you.
I know, just right on the highway.
Yeah. All right, so James Madison all the way back up to New York.
Yeah.
In the career, as you look at your art, 5, 10, 20 years from now, where's Daisy Wiley and what's she doing?
Oh, gosh. Well, I hope to always keep creating art, getting better at it. I think eventually I would definitely love to teach at a university level. That's where I'm ultimately aiming. We'll see where that goes. But and just keep making my work. And I have been I have done a little bit of like assistant teaching before, helping out with classes, and I think that is something that I am really passionate about. So
yeah. Terrific. Well, we look forward to seeing more of your work, and we'll probably be able to follow your career online, because that's the way we do things nowadays. Daisy, good to meet you. Thanks
You
for coming
too.
in this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Ariana, the show tomorrow and the Spruce Artist Residency goes on.
Yes.
What's the long-range plan here? After we've met all these artists in this month, then what are we looking at for the future for the residency?
Then we have more artists next month
More?
and the month afterwards.
There you go.
We're accepting applications. We've had some people apply all the way up until July of next year, I believe.
Wow.
We just want to keep this going year round. I think we're taking a little break in the winter, but we'll be right back, and we're just trying to bring as many artists as possible here.
It's a great program.
Yeah.
And we love it a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for bringing Daisy to meet us and everybody else who's been by here
Yes.
lately. I don't know if we have any more scheduled for on the immediate
Not
schedule.
yet.
Not yet?
We'll bring him.
We'll work something out.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. All right. That is it. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM.